So anyway, I know last time I said it was 27 weeks in a row. Don't fact check me on that. It is, let's call it almost 28 weeks in a row. Yeah. Alright. So we're just waiting for a match to get started here. Alright, Jack and Ron have started, so we're gonna go get in here. As soon as we get in here, we see the scissors tie, and then we see the paper strat not work, as the scissors is a hard counter. I kind of wanted to be like, alright, show both hands. Anyway, we see Jack here back on the Ojamas. Hasn't been on this for a while, but used to play this one for a bit. Against, it looks like a Fusion Party deck from Ron Wiz. Once again, still on that old reliable Fusion Party deck. Gonna summon Droid Pass here. Set a back row behind it. Ojin match in standby phase. Looks like we're trying to push here. Two questions: whether or not the push is going to be actually go all the way, try to go for game here. And obviously the second question is whether this back row can do anything. It can. That is a Book of Moon on summon of the Armed Dragon level 3. Obviously that will stop its effect from activating, putting a stop to the push. However, you can still land of the Ojamas here to discard blue and then summon blue. Now that's a valid play because you already had an Ojama monster in the graveyard. This is a valid play too. Drillroid to give Ojama blue, and that's still 4,000 damage on board. Also, hey Cursive, what's up? Cursive coming in with the double clown emojis. One clown from you, one clown from me. Beautiful. Jack getting the OTK with the creature swap. Oh, by the way, unless there's anyone opposing, I'm going to go ahead and do the split. $8 winner take all today whenever there's a 4-person tournament. So that way there's no weird, like, less than $2 prizes for anybody. Yeah. Swap on the ban list. Oh god, we do not need to go there. The game's power level is already low enough. Don't make it lower. Speaking of, if you want to hear JDG rant about power levels, the podcast has been recorded and will be out Monday. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, we do talk about the power level of Speed Duels and where it is and where it should be. Alright, PD Warrior Lady will attack. It's funny because the podcast will actually be out before the VOD of this video. So, for people watching on YouTube, they'd be like, what podcast? I already watched it. Yes, you did. Or if you haven't, do it now. Yeah, Cursive, we did it like very late at night, so sorry. Meanwhile, this is actually threatening lethal here because of the field spell effect. Is Jack just going to take 2-0 just like that? No, has the Sphere Karibo to survive. I'm going to set 3 pass. Do we have a straight flush? Oh no, it's a Cosmic Cyclone. Close enough. And a double Cyclone. Playing the double Cyclone in Ojama deck. Is this the improvement the deck needed? Look, he got the Cursed Seal. That's really good because now you can freely play your Oja match if you even need it. You might not. DD Warrior Lady might just be enough to win the game. We're going to Tribute Summon Armed Dragon level 5. Now, either one of these two attacks wins the game. Does Ron have 2 attack blocking cards? There's one. There's a book. But now needs a Sphere Karibo for the Warrior Lady. Do we have it? We do not. Jack takes the 2-0. This is honestly a pretty bad matchup for Fusion Party decks because they tend to be slower. So unless you can start off fast with like a Dragoon or something, a very fast, aggressive deck like that is probably going to get you. Anyway, that's good for us going to Free Squee and Siren Rises. Now, since we're doing the $8 winner-take-all thing, there's no purpose to really doing a third place match, so honestly, like, Ron, if you want to be done for the day, you can, or you can play an honorable bronze match if you want. It's up to you. It's not necessary at all. Alright, we see Beatdown Kaiba here against Beatdown Joey, so that's pretty cute. Cyber Dragon attacked the Hydro, so it looks like Hydro Geddon managed to destroy something by battle. Must have been that Pitch Black, or if the Cyber Dragon was in defense, because you got two Hydro Geddons here. However, one of them looks like it is going to bite the proverbial dust. Siren on meta again? Yeah, really though. Nothing before damage step. In damage step, Free Squee, not Free Squee. Siren, Free Squee is the one attacking. Siren activating Shrink. This cuts Gaia down by 950. Hold on, I don't. Is that an? Yeah, is that math correct? I don't feel like calculating. All right, Hydro Geddon's effect does activate, allowing that third summon of Hydro Geddon before Free Squee ends turn there. And understanding that that's game because of the Joey skill allowing Hydro to get over Cyber Dragon. Free Squee just letting game 1 go. We're going to game 2. Sometimes in Beatdown Mirror, Hydro Geddon can win the game, as proven right there when you can combine it with Shrink. Because, you know, sure, like ordinarily your Hydro Geddon is very vulnerable, but if you can manage to put like a Shrink behind it, you've got something there. That's your advantage to playing Hydro Geddon, honestly. It's like the only one in a Beatdown Mirror. Otherwise, you just go for something with more attack, right? It's the fact that if you can manage to use a battle trick, then you gain more resources and you get to kind of out-resource your opponent. Shrink essentially becomes removal at that point, because you went 1-for-1 with the Shrink and their opponent's monster, but then you got a free monster. So you've essentially plussed. It's pretty good. Shrink becomes like very good removal. Not just removal, right? Removal is like ordinary 1-for-1. Although I do wonder if like the Kaiba Beatdown players adjust their build to be a little more maybe back row hate intensive, if they could have a distinct advantage over Joey Beatdown. I think it's possible. Which is why, if you notice the tier list posted on SDL recently, we actually have put Kaiba Beatdown in tier 1 with Joey Beatdown, just because I think if you build it a certain way, and because of the inherent advantages it has in that your monsters are usually just bigger, especially on your turn with your skill, you in that head-to-head matchup, I would say Kaiba Beatdown probably, if it's built correctly, wins more than 50% of the time, but obviously that's a lot of assumptions. Yeah, I mean, the reason for that is just representation. Is Ojama not being on the tier list, right? Like, I would put it on my personal tier list because, like, to me, it's just, a tier list is just about power level. More so than representation, right? But representation does matter. Alam just wanted to weigh it very heavily because the SDO tier list is, like, for new players and stuff, too. So it's supposed to be, like, whatever you're likely to run into as well. So, in terms of representation, Ojama is quite rogue. Alright, so we've got Joey Beatdown here. No traps in battle phase. Or, negate one trap in battle phase is what I should say. Book of Moon, however, cannot be negated by the skill. Pretty good card, Book of Moon. Banisher of the Radiance. This doesn't do much against this deck. However, right now it's just a beater. It's just a vanilla 1600 beater. Make that 19. Can't get over Hydro. We have offerings for Cyber Dragon. That's interesting because Siren leaving themselves on one card. Now, if that one card is a monster that can get over Banisher, you're okay. Maybe? Like, if this back row is something good, you're not okay at all. Right? But if it's like Wall or Widespread, you're great, because you can just negate that. Here we go. Jiraiya will attack, forcing its mandatory effect to activate. Siren now has to call and flip a coin. And if called wrong, we'll take 2,000 damage here. You lose half your life points. It's like all the potential cost of Solemn Judgment with very little benefit. Oof. Could not call it correctly. Took a big chunk of damage. Does it get rid of the Banisher, though? It does. Okay, so I mean, it did something. But if Jack just has a Cyber Dragon or a Gaia here, can really just put Siren on the defensive. There it is. Cyber Dragon is ideal. Oh, and the Pitch Black. Yeah, that's his game. Well, that's... I said Jack again. It's because they have the same dang dueling book picture down here. It's Free Squee. I need to stop identifying who's playing based on their picture on Dueling Book, rather than their name that's, you know, written right there in large letters. Pretty good, pretty big font size there. Should be able to read that. Free Squee imitating me for... Yeah, I know, right? Definitely a clown moment. Alright, game 3 of Joey v Kaiba. If this was the anime, we know who would win, but this is real life. So let's see who wins. Not very exciting first turn from Free Squee. Siren probably goes... Yeah. Gonna go for that 1700 direct. I mean, which doesn't feel great to, you know, leave a Hydro out there. But you have to take the opening, right? If Hydro's the only monster you have you can normal summon and attack with, then you gotta take that. Ah, that dust sucks. Yep. That was a shrink. That was the plan all along. Leave the Hydro, get on out there. Let it be shrunk. But now it's going to be pretty bad. That's a big guy. That's 25. And that's a big Cyber Dragon. That is 27. That's too many life points there, but alright. No problem. You have your own Cyber Dragon. And Jiraiya. This is going to be maybe the cheapest Jiraiya ever. Cyber Dragon will power up and get over Cyber Dragon. Jiraiya will attack Gaia. I think this is going to be relevant. So Siren, you have 400 life points, not 200. Well, reflip that. Okay. Siren, you have 400 life points. No. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Had the Jinzo. The 200 life points did not matter. Alright, well, let's go to finals. Again, like I said, Siren, if you want to play the third place match, if Ron wants to play, you can, but there's no purpose because we're doing the 8-0-0 split today. So, yeah, let's get to the finals. We've got Free Squee and Jack. They're going to look exactly the same on Dueling Book unless you know how to read, which as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, I do not. So, won't be easy. Figure out who's who. 30-minute tournament. Heck yeah. Nobody plays stall. I love this. This is so good. We're on like a 5-week streak of nobody playing Volcanic stall. This is amazing. I should just shadow ban Sofa Court from the tournament to make sure it never happens. Maybe I already did. The shadow ban, you would never know. Alright, let's do this. Oja match in the first standby phase. Looks like we're going to try to end on a board of Armed Dragon level 5. I would guess to dodge like anything that's not exactly Cyber Dragon, plus Gaia being able to get over your dragon plus deal damage to you, right? And then if there's an Ojama blue set, like in addition to that, it makes it very awkward for Free Squee to try to get over everything because you know you're giving your opponent fuel if you kill the Ojama blue to make their next push. So yeah, let's see how this goes. And what exact board state we end on. Activating Land of the Ojamas. Yep, there it is. Summoning the Ojama blue. Now what's awkward about this is it might be coaching if I say it, so never mind. Cyber Dragon. Gaia. Okay, well, I mean, it had exactly what was needed to get rid of Armed Dragon level 5 anyway. But what I was gonna say is, this makes Armed Dragon level 5 actually be 1700 attack, which is kind of counterintuitive to what you wanted, which is to have a big body on the field, but it didn't matter because Free Squee had, you know, the perfect combo to kill it anyway. Okay. However, I believe Cyber Dragon is now 16 plus 6, so 22. And Gaia is 27. Yeah. Correct. That's going to be 1,000. And this is going to be 12 if it goes through here. Able to search double Oja match. That might be the win con. Of course, it's also important to try to get rid of that back row. No back row hate. We're just going to go for the Oja match. Gonna grab Armed Dragon level 3 from Graveyard and Ojama Blue from Graveyard. Going to summon Armed Dragon level 3. And that resolves the Oja match. Just gotta see if there's any response to the res and the summon, right? If no response, looks like we're going to activate Arm Dragon level 3 effect. Get that level 5. This is the first big boy. Are we going to see the second Oja match being activated? Summon the first one is fine. Nope, we're going to go to main 1. So no second Oja match, not right now. I wonder what that means the plan is. To win the game, or to clear this board at least, if you can't win the game. Which you probably can't. Effective Arm Dragon level 5. Going to discard another level 5 from hand to pop Cyber Dragon. Okay. Summon blue. Do we have a swap here? We do indeed have the creature swap. And that'll do it. Creature swap coming in clutch for Jack 2 games from the, 3 we've seen? 4? Something like that. Anyway, pretty good. Won another game. So, going to game 2. Ojama's doing pretty good. Pretty good. Maybe I should play Land of the Ojama to the Remote Duel YCS. Since it's been disrespected so much. It would also be fun to play it because it's different and nobody else is going to be on it. You're making me actually think about this. I also have Jack's deck list. I don't even have to ask. We'll think. We'll consider. I was considering playing Crystal Beast with Kaiju or my Droid Control Cope, but I like Ojama. Yeah. It's a unique deck because people don't play it. It's very strong and it's fun. And it's aggressive, so it'll end games quickly too. So, I feel like it's kind of ideal for me. Wall of D here. Plus double Cyclone going to target Wall of D plus the back row free squee here. Get rid of a widespread ruin. And Ojama Blue will block this attack now. Won't it? Oh no, it has 0 defense. Correct. But there's not much damage to be done from Free Squeeze side here. Going to just pass without taking the little bit of damage. A lot of notable decks not on the tier list, right? But I think it's just representation for the most part on that. Banisher to defense now. But we're gonna summon Charging Gaia here. Give everything a nice 600 boost. Cyber Dragon is now at 11. And Gaia's at 25. That's 36 damage if Jack takes it all. I mean, I don't think Jack would run regular Karibo. And Sphere Karibo doesn't work. So yeah, well, Banisher managed to take that game. But, we still got game 3. Charging Gaia the open. Then a think from Free Squee on turn 1. This has to be a think of whether or not to set a certain card or two. Right? Maybe. Yeah, Gaia could definitely be the representation, I agree. Cosmic Cyclone. Wipe out one of those 3 back row. Going to Book of Moon Gaia here. This plays around things like Creature Swap. Literally plays around Creature Swap. And I guess Arm Dragon level 5's effect too. It plays around that. So it plays around a couple of things here. Oh wow, that's a fun. That's okay. Curse of using 2,000 points of dual energy in order to use IRL word ban, which is essentially the name of one of the players here, and it's not free squee. Draw your own conclusions from this information. Anyway, player who must not be named activates Arm Dragon level 3's effect to summon Arm Dragon level 5. Also, thank you for the dual energy. It makes me stronger. Copium. Copium also makes me stronger. Copium. Arm Dragon level 5 will attack the face down monster and get absolutely ruined. Charging Gaia flips back up, now at a big 2,300. It's huge. Will attack into what is an Ojama Blue. Blue will search. Yes, you've done it. You finally banned this player who must not be named. End phase Mind Crush. Calling Ojam match. Oh, that is absolutely brutal. That might be the game. That might actually be the game right there. That's it. Ojama Blue summon and creature swap. Okay. So you're saying there is a chance. Now remember, this Gaia is at 2,300 right now. Yeah. Land of the Ojamas only works when you have your skill. I mean, what? Land of Ojamas only works when the player who owns it controls the Ojama monster. I couldn't say names, so it confused me. Don't worry about it. Player who must not be named. Alright. Blue's effect here. Wait, are you just choosing not to activate effect? Oh, must not have targets left in deck. Understandable. Have a nice day. Cyber Dragon does go over Gaia here with the beatdown, except when you get hit by offerings. Did Jack manage to... Oh, I just... Oops. Sorry. That was bad. Alright. As penalty for violating the word ban. There it is. Did player who must not be named manage to pull this off? We'll find out. Soon enough. So yes, now it should be obvious to everyone watching the video what word was banned. You too can ban words if you watch these streams live. Also, I should probably just put my face here in the center. There you go. Widespread ruin on charging Gaia, declaring its effect to die. Understandable. Banisher off the top, going to attack. Takes the 16. Gaia has a special ability. Yeah, exactly. Jack conceding that widespread ruin off the top was too good. What a match. Alright, well, Congratulations to Free Squee. Also, the ban ends when the match does, so that second one didn't count. I'm not just making up rules as I go along. You're making up rules as you go along. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, congrats to Free Squee for winning the entire pot for today, which, as you can see, is not amazingly big, but you know what? It'll still buy you something, surely. It'll buy you a midterm box these days. Sad state of affairs. But yeah, until next time, next weekend is going to be the Remote Duel YCS, so might have to do something during the week. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, until whenever that is, thank you once again for playing, if you played, or hanging out in stream, or watching on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But until next time, Terra Master out.